So, good day, ladies and gentlemen, this is still your boy again, Don Ken. As you know the trend and the past discussion I've been having with you about the English test. Now, let me make it clear. I didn't say you shouldn't read or study some document or watch some videos on how you can write those exams. I'm just sharing my own personal experience. I wrote the self-pip. Now, I want to tell you something. What I did or my own findings, because every day we live and we learn from what we've done and we try to pass information to other people. Now, this is it. When you enter the exam hall, the first that is going to pop up on your screen is going to be the listening. So many people tend to start writing when they are listening. If you write when you're listening, it's going to be a problem for you because you might really miss the point. When you're doing the listening part of the video, I plead with you, just do the listening. After you finish doing the listening, the questions comes up. Try as much as possible to answer all the questions that is popping up on your screen. If you miss anyone, you are going to drop a very significant point in your responses. So the next one that will pop on your screen will be the writing. So the writing, I'm advising you to use simple vocabularies. Make sure that what you're writing, you're not going to use all those big English. They deceive yourself. But write in a simple manner and make sure you get the point. And then your punctuation, your cross the T's and the I's, make sure they are okay. Because in self-pip, you only asked to do 250 words. So when you do that, make sure the address and the starting information, the body and the conclusion is on point. You are going to score great points. Now, after then, the next one that comes on your screen is the most difficult one. I must agree with you that this part, that the reading is very, very difficult. Why the reading is difficult is because it needs speed and accuracy. You need to be very fast in reading. For self-pip, you have only 12 minutes to read the whole paragraph and answer about 6 questions. So you have to be very, very fast. I mean very fast. And the trick is that like normal comprehension, you're going to see the answers from the beginning of the paragraph and all that. It's not like that in that reading. Sometimes your answer to number 1 question might be in paragraph 3. That is where the trick comes in. So when you're reading those big things that don't like food here, even story that doesn't exist, story that you two don't even understand, just pay attention and pick some of those words very quickly. If you can read that comprehension in 3 minutes, you will pass. Increase your speed in that reading, and as you're reading, assimilate. Make sure to avoid going back to read again to answer those questions. You will pass that reading. Now, after that, the best part of it is the speaking. Now, for self-pip, if you're doing the speaking test, they'll show you a picture, maybe 2 pictures up and down, and ask you to say what do you think is happening in that picture. So, what I advise you to do, take 1 full minute, look at that picture, and start talking. Just what I'm doing now. Start talking. Then after that, another question will pop up and tell you, from what you have seen in this picture, what do you think will happen next? So from what you have said before, your own analysis of what you have seen happening in that picture, then use it to imagine what will happen next. I promise you, if you keep to these details, you are going to get a good scores that will be enough for you to do whatever thing you want to do with the English test. Yay! I hope I've been able to convince you or to advise you and not to confuse you. But if you don't understand how they talk, please go and study hard and make sure you write it in 1 attempt so you don't lose money. Bye. See you in the next episode.